Figure 4 Radio.
Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
Hello, my name is the Killer Kyle Brand, and welcome to a Figure 4 Christmas special.
Yay!
Hang on.
Oh, we've got a party cannon. No,
Never mind.
I got excited then. I thought we were going to see some pyrotechnics.
We're
Hang
off to a good start.
Right. Well, and like I said, my name is the Killer Kyle Brand. I'm joined with, basically, I'm his sidekick. I wouldn't say he's my sidekick, because when we do the commentary, by the way, we do commentary. I tend to just follow his lead. It is, of course, the Mastermind is Olie Spring.
Good evening, Merry Christmas, everybody! It's Christmas special time.
Woo! I love Christmas.
I fucking love Christmas.
And moreover, across the room, if you're on you're viewing on the Ustream, or his voice is way over there, it's the MC, it's the Cryptid, it's Toby Hagen.
What up, everyone? Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho! You ain't getting shit, you nasty little boy. Sorry, I slipped into ghetto clause there.
He'll turn from Sansa. Ho, 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 you little shits! You ain't getting fuck all.
But this podcast is slightly different from what we usually do, because we usually have the Killer Sharpshooter on iTunes and Stitcher.
Or the Mastermind's analysis on iTunes and Stitcher.
Or Toby's Toy Box.
Oh, where's that? Not on iTunes or Stitcher. So this is basically us all together. So what's coming up on this podcast or this show is we're going to talk a bit about 2015 for Figure 4 Radio. We're going to talk about Christmas, because it is Christmas.
Yes.
And basically we're also going to have a shorter wrestling quiz in sort of a nod to the Exposure Entertainment, who's allowed us to do a lot of wrestle quiz and basically steal that. Now, if you are on the podcast as well and not on the Ustream, we have 2 Christmas songs coming from MC Cryptid and YC Olie. So check out that. Anyway, 2015 for Figure 4 Radio. It's been a roller coaster of a year.
It's been fun. It's had its ups and downs. Safe to say. Was that?
I tried to explode my cannon and...
What is that?
I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be confetti. The pyrotechnics have failed.
It kind of has, because most of it... Oh, no. That is it.
Wow.
£1.50 from Walmart or Asda, depending on where you go.
You know when your friend is like saying, "Oh, out of the way! I'm gonna puke at a party," and they cover their like mouth with their hand, and they start puking just as they get to the sink, and you see like the splashback and the debris flying between the fingers. That's what that looked like.
Oh, just fucking whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Bless him, he tried.
Anyway, so what's kind of happened with 2015 with Figure 4 Radio? Because at one point we were doing a lot of TV stuff. And
We
then
started on a high. There was what can
I
only
got married.
be. You got married. I moved into a flat. There was what can only be described as the incident which rocked the local wrestling world. Which I think the less we say about it, the better.
I was about to say, did we talk about that?
Not really.
No,
No.
okay. No, that's fine.
It's like that time that your uncle came into your bedroom at night, and you just don't talk about it anymore. You know.
Yeah, all the board games that you were looking at on your shelf seems to pertain to the situation. Sorry, Candyland. Sorry.
No. By the way, we got wine gums, fruit pastels, and Skittles, and we've had pizza while we've tried and set all this stuff up. Yeah, so it's been an up and down, but I think that incident has kind of made us going into 2016. I think it's going to be a really good year.
Well, it was a bit of a shit situation for all involved. I think we've learned a lot of lessons about who we are and what our priorities are. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, it's driven me to do even better as a team of us 3.
Oh yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We rely on ourselves. We look out for each other, and everybody else will help you, but we're not going to worry as much, I guess.
I thoroughly agree, because from that incident, as we keep referring it to, it's the Chris Benoit incident. I think we should find the wrestling world of local.
I wouldn't say it was quite as horrific as that, but in another way, it
No, but you
was.
generally don't talk about it. Or the Hulk Hogan, recent Hulk Hogan.
Right,
that's
videos,
it, yeah,
generally
it's-
don't talk about it.
It was a thing, but I mean, the rest of the year was absolutely insane. You think of the amount of people that we've met and we've interviewed. I mean, I've interviewed Robbie E twice. We've spoken to Chris Sabin. You look at people like Styx and Will Ospreay. These are people we've spoken to and we've chatted with, we've interviewed. It's been immense, really.
It honestly has, and I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do with 2016. Obviously, this is where the Ustream is at the moment for the podcast listeners. We were on Ustream, so it's really awkward actually. So now we're on Ustream, but when this is released, we were on Ustream.
Yeah. It's kind of like one of those.
It's also going to be on YouTube, I think. We'll put it on YouTube
Oh, is it?
too.
So we got this menace of a dog that's just getting in the way at the
Figure
moment.
4
Just,
mascot.
"Go on, get
Figure
in."
4 mascot.
the unofficial four-legged mascot.
Figure 4-legged mascot.
I mean, we could talk about Figure 4 and what an amazing year and what's coming up in 2016. But what I want to know is, what's your favourite parts in wrestling in 2015?
As a whole. in the
As a
world.
whole, yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think WrestleMania this year. It was the first time I've ever watched WrestleMania live. It's the first time I've ever watched WrestleMania in a room with other wrestling fans. It's the first time I've ever watched wrestling with other wrestling fans that wasn't at a live show. I fucking loved it. I mean, like, I struggle to think if any other WrestleMania is going to top WrestleMania this year. It was that good as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I agree with you. It was bloody amazing. I don't think WWE has topped that since, or any other wrestling promotion. But
Although there is NXT tomorrow night in London.
or in the case of this podcast, last Wednesday.
Or
You're getting excited
yeah.
for it.
I'm excited. It's a good year. It's a good week.
And of course, Toby, you got your Star Wars being released on Friday, or it was Friday,
Thursday.
Thursday, Friday.
It's literally.
What time are you going
I
to see
can't
it?
believe I'm less than 48 hours away. My showing is at 6:20 a.m. on Thursday
Wow.
morning.
Is it?
And then
And then I go straight into work covered in jizz. So it's
there's semen everywhere.
just, yeah, I'm going to be dripping in my own man goo. It's gonna be
No way.
fantastic.
When are you going a second time?
I've got a ticket. I've got two. No, sorry, I've got one ticket for Saturday. And I've got 2 tickets for Sunday.
Nice.
So I'm going to see it by the time I go to bed on Sunday. I will have seen the new Star Wars movie 4 times on opening weekend.
And I
It
wouldn't
means
have
that
seen it.
much to me. I'm really excited.
I wouldn't have seen it once. I'm kind of hoping it's going to turn into the Phantom Menace, just because everyone's so hyped for it. Yeah, new Star Wars. The Phantom Menace was shit. So I'm kind of hoping for that.
Yeah, I mean there were good points in all 3 of the prequel trilogy. We discussed this on the latest Toby's Toy Box podcast. But yeah, the vast majority of the fans out there, the early buzz from the premiere last night is that this more than makes up for. It's basically the Star Wars film we deserve, that we hoped for, that we've been anticipating for almost 40 years. So
Yeah.
it's about time. I honestly can't recall a time that I was this excited.
Do you think wrestling's going to have a Star Wars moment? Because at the moment, I feel
It had a Star Wars moment at WrestleMania this year.
I was actually going to say, I mean, going back to what you were asking about the wrestling highlight of the year, for me, it was also WrestleMania. It was
Yeah, well, I was going to go back to that. Was it so good because we were in basically a pub watching it live?
It definitely
everyone
helps.
else.
The atmosphere helps. As
you
we,
guys-
as we found out commentating the weekend just gone, like if the crowd's into it, it's so much easier to enjoy something if everyone else around you is enjoying it.
Exactly. But that's what I was going to say. That the fact that when Seth Rollins ran out in the music, you lost your shit.
I think I was in the air for a few. So I had air time. I was jumping with excitement. It was with wrestling. I mean, I bill myself as the mastermind. Although I've never won any money yet on any of my accumulators at the pay-per-views, I'm finding that a lot of wrestling is becoming very predictable. But that moment, I don't think anybody saw it coming, because it usually Money in the Bank is cashed in after a match when both competitors are lying beaten on the mat. Mm-hmm. It's not cashed in halfway through when both guys still have a little bit of momentum. It was so kind of out of left field that no one saw it coming, and that's why I popped, because I didn't predict it, and I don't think I would have ever been able to predict it in a million years, and that's why I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
For me, it was a combination. Right, I haven't been into wrestling for a long time. I mean, yes, I worked.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
Yeah, I've worked for local promotion as the ring announcer. I've done video and podcasting with you guys that's affiliated with wrestling.
YouTube.com/Figure4Radio.
Shameless plug. But yeah, for
Shameless.
me, shameless plug,
Fella.
For me, WrestleMania this year was about three things. Number one, I was there with you two, and that made the. I'm not trying to suck you off here. This is. I'm trying to speak from the heart. God damn it!
Hashtag fact.
Exactly.
Hashtag just saying.
It was. I was there with two of my best mates, and I think it was the first time that the three of us, had gone anywhere and just hung out. We've done it at our houses. We've met up at the pub a couple of times, but we've always talked business, and that was the first time we were there to just chill, relax, absorb the moment, and that to me was part of it. Second one was the second point was that it was just hands down a spectacular pay-per-view in and of itself. Like the entire event from start to finish was great. And then the third reason why it stuck out as a highlight for me was it marked the UK on stage debut of MC Cryptid. Which was an absolutely horrific experience, at least for the artist.
I think you won the crowd over though.
I did towards the end with my my anthem, which is known as "Wrestling Is Real." But yeah, I was all hyped up for it. I got on stage, and then I had a panic attack as soon as my music started. It took me 3 of the 5 tracks of my set to calm down and get into the groove. But
the last 2 you smashed.
Yeah. I even had the crowd going with
Who's going chicken hunting?
Who's going chicken hunting? Whoop, whoop.
Chicken hunting.
It was.
Never heard that song before or after, but I still I've remembered it up here and
catchy as a hook right there. Who's going chicken hunting?
So yeah, but yeah, just there with my mates, they're rocking the house with the microphone, and they're just enjoying what I loved about wrestling, which was the pomp and circumstance, the larger than life characters.
Oh, Rusev's tank.
Yeah,
Rusev's
it was
tank.
stuff like that. The NWO walking down to the ring,
Yes.
Shawn Michaels showing up. Like, there was just so many little moments that, as a whole, it was Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So yeah, to me it was like WrestleMania. Toby awakens from his 20 years of sleeping on wrestling and needs to catch the fuck up because this shit is awesome.
do you reckon WrestleMania 31 should have really been WrestleMania 30? Because I can't really remember WrestleMania 30 being...
WrestleMania 30 was the streak being ended. That was all it needed.
It was
Daniel Bryan winning the championship against all odds.
I don't know who he is. What about Brian Wellington?
Actually, who did Bray Wyatt have at WrestleMania 30? That was John Cena.
Yeah.
Him and John Cena. Yeah.
But no, it's the Daniel Bryan thing against all odds. The fans wanted it, and you can kind of see it happening.
It was obvious, but then at the same time, I think everybody thought that they were going to get screwed out of it. So it was kind of cool to see it happen. I mean, the Undertaker match with Lesnar, that was
a shock.
Yeah. But then at the end of the day, I don't think it matters what number WrestleMania you're on. You've got to put on the best show possible, and that's what they did this year. They smashed it out of the park.
For Christmas, any predictions for WrestleMania 32?
I think the way we're going with TLC that's just happened in this reality, at least, Roman Reigns beating Triple H is going to happen. There's been rumours, actually, if this happens, I'm going to go into work the next day covered in jizz. Brock Lesnar versus potentially, I've heard rumours of him and Kevin Owens. Now, if that happens, oh man, I'm going to be erect in that match.
Kevin Owens is one of my favourite in the WWE roster at the moment.
Without a doubt. He's just different.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's different.
He seems a bit more edgier. Like you got the obvious edgy characters like the Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, but he's kind of like
Wyatt.
he's almost comic edgy.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Whereas
It's
Kevin
like slapstick comedy.
Kevin Owens is predictable. Not predictable. He's believable is the word I was going for.
He's honest.
Yes,
He is who he is. He's very relatable.
That is
you're a
something which I believe some of the wrestlers are going to right. Your gimmick's going to be this, and
That's it.
It's not
and
them, is it?
In fact, sometime in the new year, my first Mastermind analysis. I'm going to go old school. I think with my Mastermind analysis podcast, we've kind of drifted. Now you say Paul Heyman. I've thought. I know we promised Paul Heyman after doing Brock Lesnar, but I think Paul Heyman is just going to be the three of us gushing over him. And
says you.
But like, there's not a lot to analyze because he is just awesome. There's no good parts or bad parts. Generally, whatever he touches turns to gold. I can't really think of much to analyze about the guy. I'm actually gonna switch up a bit. We're gonna analyze Roman Reigns. I'm not going to get too into it right now, but that whole character thing and the gimmicks that you're given.
Yeah.
We're going to analyze Roman Reigns. My first podcast of the new year. I don't know when it's going to drop, but that's what we're going to do. I'm already building my discussion, my topics, my arguments, my points for this. I think, and necessarily by the time we record it, I'm not sure if it'll be before or after the Rumbles. Things could have even changed by then.
It certainly could have done. Of course, for the Killer's Sharpshoot, we're going to sharpshoot the shit out of the Royal Rumble. The gimmick that is the Royal Rumble. We've done Elimination Chambers. We've talked about gimmick matches that me and the Cryptid have talked about.
Yep.
What mine's the Finest Keepers match. It has to be done. I swear to God, it has to be done. The Royal Rumble, everyone loves it, and that's something we're going to do on the Killer's Sharpshooter.
I'm looking forward to doing the Royal Rumble at the MK11 where we went to see WrestleMania.
They haven't announced that they're doing it yet, but I think they've got to.
They have to.
It's one of the big ones.
I botched.
Yeah.
I went to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
SummerSlam itself was the botch, not me not being there. But I missed out on Survivor Series because of my brother. Not in a bad way. I just had to see him off somewhere. So I missed out, and I really need to catch up with the hype that will be for Royal Rumble, especially if it goes horrendously wrong, like in 2013.
Well, that's it. Royal Rumbles are always great. I love the event of the Royal Rumbles, but I think the last couple of Royal Rumbles just have been
any early predictions of who's going to win?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I know it's not going to happen, but something in the head of that would be awesome was Seth Rollins coming in at number 30. I know it can't happen, obviously, because his knees.
Well, I mean, if his recovery time is completely, if he smashes it, maybe. But I mean, now that it looks like Roman's going to be up against Triple H, I'm struggling to think. I mean, I hope John Cena doesn't come back and win it because that would be boring.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't say John Cena. It's like,
maybe someone like Kevin Owens.
Yeah, well,
I could see, but then that depends if he's got Lesnar or not. But I could see Kevin Owens going up into the main event potentially. Thing is, everyone at the moment that's left that's not injured or away just seems like a mid carder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you can't do anything that is. Well, that's what I was saying about TLC. They were kind of they needed to build somebody. Who did they have? Didn't have anyone, so they got back Tommy Dreamer and Rhino just to do a face against the.
They needed
Wyatt.
people, didn't they?
They need to push these better ones. They really better ones. These
maybe it's Bray Wyatt's time.
I love his promos, and I really want him to go far.
I'm kind of pissed off that he doesn't win as much and he isn't as powerful because he's an interesting character.
Who's the big fella? I keep forgetting his
Braun
name.
Strowman.
Yeah, him. Say, put him in another gimmick, like sort of the Big Show kind of gimmick,
maybe.
Which is kind of.
But they work as a unit. Yeah, I think.
But I'd like to see him just go solo. I think he could be an awesome superstar.
Yeah, but he's
solo.
shit. Did you not see TLC? He botched almost everything he did.
But he's humongous.
Yeah, but still, so was Andre. That didn't mean he was a good wrestler.
No, that's true. But a 15-year undefeated streak. By the way, we're going to talk undefeated on the Killer Sharpshooter
sometime next year.
Yeah.
Have we got any questions or chats on Ustream yet?
No.
For those watching live, live viewers, get involved. Ask us questions if you want, or give us your opinions. Of course, that would help as well. If you're on YouTube, tough. You should have been here, man.
Exactly. But I'd just like to take the opportunity to give a shout out to Brittany, who's watching from Madison in Wisconsin, USA.
From Madison, Wisconsin!
I only know that she's watching because she sent me a Snapchat of us on the internet, so I'm guessing that she's anonymous.
How old is Madison?
How old is Madison?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, can I be inappropriate or not?
She's old enough to know better, but still young enough to do it again. No, it's Brittany. She lives in Madison.
Madison lives in Brittany?
I'm going to sound really stupid, but
It's
where
in
is
Wisconsin.
Madison near like Madison Square Garden? Is that in New York?
I don't know.
I bet
Brittany,
she's in
let us
New
know.
York.
I thought it was.
I'm
Where's
actually
Madison?
wearing a
Wisconsin.
jersey that she sent me, actually. This is her university team, the Badgers.
Ah.
Go Badgers!
Badger.
Do they have badges in Wisconsin?
Mushroom. I don't know.
They have it in the West Country in England.
But she's watching.
UK.
She can tell us right now. Type away.
Brittany, let us know. Do you have badges in Wisconsin, and are you inside Madison? I think was the question.
Whoever she is.
And if not,
Right.
can I?
Right, then, if you're listening to the podcast, we do have 2 Christmas songs, one from YC Olie. We're going to
Yes.
kick off with the YC
Are we
Olie.
going to kick off with what? Yes,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do that.
Still to come, we
Still
got
to come.
Wrestle Quiz is going to be after your song,
Yep.
and then we're going to talk a bit more about Christmas. Because
good.
obviously it is Christmas. It's a Christmas Figure 4 Radio Christmas special. So yeah, we're going to talk a bit more about Christmas, and of course your MC Cryptid song as well. You're going to tell us a bit more
There
about.
Can't
is
wait
an
to hear this.
exclusive new
This is exclusive.
Figure 4 Christmas special song from MC Cryptid debuting on this podcast,
Which would be awesome.
which will be awesome.
Do you want to tell us a bit more about your YC Olie?
I would love to, because I love Christmas. I love Christmas music. I'm kind of involved in a local arts collective called Monkey Kettle, and once upon a time they decided they were going to put out a Christmas compilation album, and they asked all their friends to write Christmas songs. Friend of the show, Scott Star Spud, he wrote one. Well, technically he tweaked his lyrics. He tweaked one word from so to snow, and it was called Snow Much instead of So Much. Kind of a bit of a cheat. There was myself. There's Phil Skyder's one on there that I guessed on, and basically I wrote myself a Christmas song. You can find it bandcamp.com/YC the letter Y the letter C OLIE.bandcamp.com. It's on there. It's called Snow Came Down. It's quite old now, but it kind of comes out every year. But I actually genuinely enjoy
Much
listening
like
to
my
it.
cock.
Huh?
Much like my cock. It only comes out once a year.
Get washed. That's it.
Wow. Yeah, so I genuinely enjoy my Christmas song. It was 100% original. I haven't taken another one of my songs and tweaked the lyrics like Scott did, Cheetah. It's 100% real. In fact, it's potentially 5 or 6, maybe even 6 years old now.
Yeah, I remember I used to do it at a local radio show in Milton
Yeah.
Keynes, and you came on and played that song. And I believe that was probably the last real basement music that I ever did, just because you...
Was that the one that I sung that Tenacious D song on?
Yes.
That was, yeah, apologies
just
to
because
Tom
I think
Simpson
we were
for
going
that.
down anyway.
We thought the whole station was getting canned, so we didn't give a fuck, and I dropped the Tenacious D cover. Tom Simpson of Final Clearance fame didn't seem impressed.
But everyone else in that room did.
Yeah,
Which
Well,
so
and you.
happens was me
and you.
you, and Scott Star Spud at the time.
Yep.
Anyway, here is YC Olie. What's it called? As you take a drink.
Snow came down.
12 months have flown by, I don't know exactly where they've gone. This year will be different, 'cause I wrote this Christmas song. The snow came down on Christmas night and turned the towns and cities white, and all our doubts are washed away when waking up on Christmas Day. And as I'm counting down the days until it's Christmas Eve, I'm wrapping up my presents and I'll decorate the tree. The snow came down on Christmas night and turned the towns and cities white, and all our doubts are washed away when waking up on Christmas Day. Outside the carolers are singing songs for Christmas time. Inside is warmer, so we'll give them mince pies and mulled wine. If there is only one thing that you say to me this year, then there is only one thing that I really want to hear. You're all I want. You're all I want. The snow came down on Christmas night and turned the towns and cities wide, and all our doubts are washed away when waking up on Christmas Day. There's just one thing I need to see, standing beside my Christmas tree, and that's my angel dressed in white to take me home on Christmas night.
What a pile of shite that was.
Shut up! You loved it.
I did love it.
You were dancing away to that. I saw you.
I actually like that song.
Have you heard it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, fair enough.
Actually, before we,
Okay, I was. Okay, go.
because you played my song, I'm very grateful for the airplay on YouTube and on Stitcher and on iTunes. I'm gonna play Santa Claus for a second. I wanted to kind of. I got you guys a little gift or gift.
Do you know what? I was actually going to buy you guys a gift.
That's for Kai.
I was going to buy it, but I couldn't find it in Asda.
I got you guys a gift.
Oh, that's devastating. Thank you.
Devastating.
Yeah, like devastatingly fresh.
There's also your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game back. I got you that.
Which am I more excited about?
You got your game back.
I was going to buy you gifts, but yours had to be specific, and yours I can't exactly buy you a gift, but you not one. It was going to be a pack of gobstock.
You bought me pizza.
I have, and
I can open this now.
Yeah,
opening
well,
it
if
now,
you
by
want.
the way.
Yeah.
something's going on in your Martin. Fuck's
I got Kai Lego.
seriously.
I can tell every time me and
which one is
Toby.
it?
I'm actually going to genuinely play
castle
this.
set.
and
I can tell every time me and Toby talk about Lego, and you're like, nerds. You're really just saying, I really want to be part of this. So I got you some Lego.
I'll build it just to prove you wrong.
Do it.
These guys really love Lego. As a kid, I kind of tried to play it, but I really couldn't get into it.
Well, you can now. You can now.
I have the entire season 1 of the WWE Slam City on DVD.
Boom.
The animated show, which is absolutely amazing.
And have you ever done this thing where you go Christmas shopping and you think you're done, and then you see something and you think, I got to get that?
An
for
impulse
someone.
buy.
So I kind of did another impulse buy
Oh, wow.
because I couldn't not. I was like, yeah, I'm all sorted for Christmas presents. And then like I saw these, I'm like, holy shit, I've got to get these for the guys. Kaylee was like, no, Olie, don't do it. I'm like, no, I've got to get it for the guys. It's been an awesome year.
It's just kind of the same thing.
And I need to express my gratitude to the
No
guys.
fucking way. It's an El Torito action figure.
Nice.
I've got Sting.
If you were a woman, I would probably jump on you right now. It'd be inappropriate to any watchers. And
He isn't a woman. I say we still jump him and bang the shit out of him. Say thank you.
If you're me and you're walking past a Sting and an El Torito on the thing,
was it
and
next to each other? Both?
pretty much. I just stood there for a second and froze. And Katie's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Need to buy these right now. I know we're in a rush. Hold the phone. We're getting these."
Where did you get them from?
I think Smith's, the toy shop. So we were trying to buy advent calendars.
No, normally
and
I would
they didn't
open
have
this
the
and like
ones.
play with it, but I really don't want to open it.
I'm seriously gonna keep this in the packaging.
Yeah. I think I will.
In fact, have you
I
seen?
love
Have you
this.
seen? There's
I'm
a,
kind of gutted that I've actually broke. Not broke it, but bent this.
that could have been in transit as well.
Ah, okay.
Or it could have been because it was the last one on the shelf.
bastard.
Either way, have you seen there's a Star Wars little advert trailer thing for all the Star Wars gifts, and
Yeah.
the kids are like, you can play with this guy and that guy, and then there's a nerd that comes along and goes, oh, keep him in the box.
That's me.
I almost posted it to you, but I had to come here instead.
See, I never got the point of buying toys and then keeping them in the box. Surely they're toys; they're there to play with.
That is exactly 100% absolutely true.
But why keep it in the box then? Because you can't play with it. You can just like, oh wow, it's Sting. He's going to do a
You look
splash.
at it.
You look at it. I mean, what happens to toys when you finish playing with them? They go in a toy box, right?
No, just chuck them out.
figure4radio.weebly.com. Basically toys, like, to me, like, toys are, there's an art to toys. Not all toys, but most toys. There's an art involved in creating it.
If you see some of the other WWE figures in the sets, there is no art involved in creating some of them. They look absolutely hideous.
I'm seriously,
hideous.
like, I'm blown away by the
I had no idea
I am.
Torito
I'm
had his own
genuinely
figure.
I didn't either.
He looks
Otherwise,
a bit
I'd
chubby.
have 5
He looks a
of them
bit
by now.
chubby, but
It's fine.
No,
Yeah.
that's the
I
scale.
love it. But yeah, no.
That's one inch to 1 inch. That's real life scale.
The thing that's disturbing is I could stand this right next to my erect penis and he would still be taller and wider. Moving along. Hey, that one worked ever so slightly better.
Right.
Anyway, I've been promised a quiz.
Oh! So, a wrestle quiz. I promised you a wrestle quiz. Now, this is kind of a nod to our friends at Exposure Entertainment. Go and check them out.
That's
Exposure
another highlight of 2015, actually, doing the wrestle quiz. That was like... I just love quizzes. I love pub quizzes. But with wrestle quizzes, I stand the chance of winning them.
No,
pub quizzes, I don't.
It's always been like myself versus the Mastermind. And what's the score at the moment? 2-0 to you?
2-0, easy, whitewash.
Battered.
I think
we still lost to Jimmy the fucking Havoc.
Jimmy the fucking Havoc.
Yeah.
But no, it was Jimmy Havoc and Mark Andrews and Nixon Newell and Blue Pants.
So we were outnumbered.
We were outnumbered. We were outgunned.
Fair dues. Right.
Outskilled.
So this is not as long as the wrestle quiz. Check those podcasts out on iTunes at figure4radio.weebly.com.
Quick question: are these questions that you've created yourself, or are they for?
Well, I've just made them up.
No, but they're questions that you've made up yourself, not the
wrestle quiz. Yeah, Exposure Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are ones I've done.
Okay, cool.
So you've made them. These questions are all entirely made up.
Oh yeah.
Is this going to be all WCW?
Oh yeah. No. Some are, some aren't. So, are you ready? So we've got 2 rounds of 5, like we used to do, and no rounds of at the end. Yeah.
You're not going to ask us to name everyone in the NWO.
I was. No, I'm not.
No.
Right then. So, are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Stage 1. Question 1.
Before Marcus Bagwell became a wrestler, what was his profession?
Before Marcus Bagwell became a wrestler, what was his profession?
Yeah, that's it. Marcus Bagwell is Buff Bagwell. Buff the stuff. Isn't he like a prostitute now? Essentially.
Just have to cross that.
Sorry.
Is that no? That was. I thought that was his job beforehand as well.
Could be. He's also a wrestler. We were meant to see him at Stevenage, weren't we? But he didn't turn up.
Yeah,
Bastard.
I thought it was Gigolo, but apparently not. I think I know this.
I think you must have. Have you got something, Mr.
I have my answer, yeah.
Cool. Have you got anything, Ollie?
Well, no, I'm just going to... that is wrong.
Is it?
I also wrote Gigolo, but then crossed it out.
Not a juggalo, Toby. A gigolo.
Gigolo.
Right then. Question number 2. Which sitcom star did TNA's Daphne date? I will happily accept the character name because I don't know his real name.
Interesting.
Okay, so which sitcom star did TNA's Daphne date?
I don't know this one. Was Daphne? Was she the one that was kind of like goth?
I'm gonna say yes because I
was a very, very big fan of hers. I have no idea. I'm guessing American.
Yes.
No. Okay. I'm gonna write something down.
Toby, have you got something?
I have something.
Okay, cool.
Any answers on Ustream? Anyone commenting?
Don't. If you're on Ustream, do not help him.
No, but take part. Take part.
Take part
Play at
by
home.
all means.
Play at home.
Yeah, play at home.
We won't hear you screaming your answers out.
Play with us at home.
Yeah.
Are we ready for question 3?
Question 3.
In WrestleMania 13, Sid Vicious versus The Undertaker, what did Sid Vicious supposedly do? Or Psycho Sid, whatever.
Wrestle. Oh no, I know this one.
Do you? The look on Toby's face.
And wasn't the finish of this match a tombstone?
Yep.
Yeah. I know this one.
If you're gonna go my way and plugging the Killer Sharpshooter available on iTunes or Stitcher.
Your face right there, look at it. Available.
On iTunes.
It's like just chatting like this and available on Stitcher.
Well, I'm doing it.
You went full Zoolander then.
So that question again was question number 3. In WrestleMania 13, Sid Vicious versus The Undertaker, what did Sid Vicious supposedly do?
I've got the answer.
You have the answer. Okay, question number 4. You ready?
Yeah.
Who were the members of the American Blondes? Oh, both down. Both pens down. They know. I think Toby's making this up.
I'm trying to think.
I kind of realised that the first two questions that I did on this wrestle quiz wasn't really wrestling, so I thought...
The American blondes or the Hollywood blondes?
The American blondes.
Who were the Hollywood blondes?
Can't remember. They might be the same.
Okay, well, I've written down 2 names.
Okay, it probably... Yeah, whatever. I probably got that question wrong, ladies and gentlemen at home, so...
If you made the questions, yeah, I'm still somehow right and you're wrong.
To be honest, most of the questions I read off of Facebook, or I kind of know them anyway,
Okay,
and that one I was
okay.
like, I'm not sure, I think it's that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the only real one I kind of made up. I thought that was it. Anyway, question number 5, stage 1. Last question of stage 1. When was the first episode of Raw aired? When was the first episode of Raw
Day, month, and year? Year?
Day, month, and year.
Oh, fuck off, really?
Yeah, 3 points.
So we get a point for each,
Yeah.
then?
I just made that bit up, but I've said it now.
I've got it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Genuinely. Is it Toby's Toy Box?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Do you actually know this?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We'll find out at the end of the quiz.
Okay, so that's stage 1 done. And we can all relax.
Ooh, good. Right.
Actually, while
Don't
we do
relax
relax,
too much or you might shit your pants.
do you want to do a cracker?
Sure. Yay.
Yay.
I won again. I still beat you. Come on, Kai, you can get the win. No, you can't.
There was a third one somewhere, and I kind of lost it. Oh well. Never mind.
Let's put some hats on.
Smells like El Torito's farts in here.
Wow, we got the shit from the glitter. What do you reckon El Torito actually does? I've lost the other cracker.
El Torito
Oh, there it is.
farts and poops.
Go on, somebody.
Nuggets of
Go on.
rainbows.
Go on, I want a hat.
No, me and Olie have to do one.
No, screw you both.
No, we did one each, remember?
Yeah, no, but I don't have a hat.
I like how I ask him, remember? Like as if it only just happened.
Yeah, you're my knight in shining armour.
I got a either it's a dab of acid or it's a sticker of Santa Claus.
Yeah, I think these are like the £1 stuff you get from Walmart if you're in America, or Asda if you're over here. Do they have Asda in America?
Actually, WrestleForce's crackers at their festive show, they were full of some nice stuff. Like a wristwatch.
We kind of nicked them, by the way.
We did.
I've got it somewhere on the floor. All the prizes.
I believe that Asda is actually owned by Walmart.
Yeah, I know. That's why I keep saying Walmart, Asda.
For our American viewers over in Wisconsin! Have you got your hat on your hat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because that's how I roll.
2-hat Toby. Toby 2-hat.
One bad hat, Harry.
Are we all feeling relaxed? Because now it's time for stage 2.
Wait. Before stage 2, can I read you my cracker joke?
Is this as in like... Oh, well, as in like the joke from the cracker. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like a racist slur.
I'm going to read you mine first, though. Why can't the car play football?
I don't know.
Because it's only got one boot. Soccer for American people, but it's really called football.
Trunk if you're American. Where do you take a sick horse?
Glue factory.
Hospital.
It is a hospital.
I prefer the glue factory. And what bee can never be understood?
Boobies.
A mumblebee.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
I have received one genuinely good Christmas joke in a cracker once. Do you want to hear it?
Go on then.
Do we have a choice?
What animal smells the nicest on the farm?
I don't know.
A toilet duck. Which is a cleaning chemical for those of you in America. Anyways, round 2.
Whoa! Screw you, contestant.
Round 2.
So, same again, you got 5 more questions. Only 1 more question.
Yep.
Well, 5 more. Screw it. Question number 1, or question number 6. What did Hornswoggle wish for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hagen?
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't to be a bull.
No. Question number 7. Who was Oz the Wizard?
No, actually, I read about this last week, if that.
Really? Question 8. What was Sheamus's occupation before wrestling?
Gigolo.
What was Sheamus' occupation before wrestling?
Got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Genuinely no?
I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
Was he a barnyard cockerel?
Yes. Shit. So Ollie's got that one. Okay, we ready for question number 9?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
What is Jeff Hardy's record at WrestleMania?
Then you want the number he's won and the number he's lost.
Yeah, like that. The Undertaker's 21, 22, 1. Can't remember what his record is now.
I'm just gonna guess.
Okay, but there is a bonus question.
Mm-hmm.
Who has a worse record than Jeff Hardy's?
Oh, so that means Jeff Hardy hasn't got a good record.
No,
You just given that one away.
Kind of a hint
Quizmaster.
there, but what is his record?
I've got it.
All right, you sound
I've
like
got my answer.
Have you got like Google contact lenses in or something? Like
No.
you're saying
Google Glass.
Yeah, that's
I'm putting genuine effort into this.
it. Okay.
This is what real challengers do, Kai, in a quiz. Real challengers.
They don't shamelessly plug away their own shit, although they might occasionally do that once in a while.
like the killer's sharpshooter. I forgot what it was then. for a
Once
minute.
again, straight to camera.
Every time he does it, it's brilliant.
Killer sharpshooter. Right, so question number 10, the final question.
Holy shit, I just noticed, sorry, that Olie seems to be wearing almost a Christmas jumper.
I'm almost. It's a fucking Christmas.
It is a
jumper.
Christmas jumper.
It's a Christmas
skiing.
special.
It's skiers and mountains.
Yeah, but yours is a Christmas jumper if you count hockey as Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's
Hockey
true.
is all year round.
Oh shit, I'm just black. I'm like Krampus. Krampus of the
I've
thing.
changed race. If you're listening to the podcast, he hasn't. He's talking about his shirt.
No, you're
Sorry.
a cracker.
Yo! We ready?
Yes.
Question number 10, the last question of the round. Who wrestled the last ever match of WCW Monday Nitro? Bonus question, who won? So that question again is, who wrestled the last ever match of WCW Monday Nitro? And the bonus question, who won that match?
Got it.
Yep. Wow.
How are we feeling? How do you think you've done?
I've done average, I think.
I legitimately think I have 1 point, and that 1 point will be based purely on how much you like me. I honestly don't know, but I did give answers. I gave genuine answers because I tried.
Yes.
Swap them over. Mark each other's as we go to the answers. So, right from the start, stage 1, I said before Marcus Bagwell or Buff Bagwell became a wrestler, what was his profession? What did Toby put?
Food packer at the grocery store.
Because he bags well. Olie has put actor.
No, he was a male stripper.
Fuck. So I was.
Yeah, you put
You said
did not-
gigolo, which...
But then I crossed it out because he said it. Yeah.
He
Damn it,
gigoloed
Kai.
after.
He jiggled off.
Yes. 2. Which sitcom star did TNA's Daphne date?
Olie has put Malcolm in the middle.
I don't know. Matt LeBlanc / Joey.
No. Colton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Really?
Wow.
Apparently so, yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember that guy's name now. I can always... Alfonso Ribeiro.
Is that it?
Yeah.
He was in a brilliant B-movie called Slugs. I have it on DVD. I am inviting anyone watching this right
think-
now or listening to come to my house and watch it with me.
I think we bought that from CEX.
If you have it, it's well worth watching. He plays this like gangster guy from New York.
Maybe
it's
not.
absolutely ridiculous.
Anyway.
Question number 3 was in WrestleMania 13, Sid Vicious, or Psycho Sid, versus The Undertaker. What did Sid supposedly do? Hagen.
Olie has put shit his pants.
Toby's put sniffed the ashes from the urn, Scarface style.
Did
He shat himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he actually shat himself. And apparently Mark Calloway, that's his name, isn't it? Undertaker.
I'm taking it. Yeah.
Knew that had happened, but kind of had to carry on with it.
Is this a kayfabe thing or?
This genuinely happened.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Interesting.
I want to go back and watch it again.
I really don't. Was he wearing white?
I hope
not.
No, it can't have been. Otherwise, everyone would know. It wouldn't be fabled.
Question 4. Who were the members of the American Blondes? I thought they were, but they might be the Hollywood Blondes.
Hagen's put Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Trish Stratus.
They were all blonde.
True.
They are, well
True.
done.
Olie has put Steve Austin and Brian Pillman.
Pillman. Yeah.
Sorry, Brian
So
Pillman.
were they the Hollywood Blondes? I thought they were the American Blondes.
There was something to do with blondes, but that's right? That's right.
So you got that
it,
right?
you got it.
Is that 2 points or 1 point for both?
No, that's 1 point.
1 point overall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
When was the first episode of Raw aired?
Tell me that is not wrong.
Toby's put Monday night. As in what? As in yesterday night?
No, as in, welcome to Monday Night Raw. That's
No,
what they
back
used
then
to
it was
say.
on Tuesday. No, it was on Monday.
Which came first, Monday Nitro or Monday Night Raw?
Monday Night Raw.
Because I know Monday Nitro was the spin-up, was like a play on Monday Night Raw, Nitro.
Yeah, no, it was generally a Raw.
I'll give Toby half a point for that, for creativity.
It was on a Monday night, though, right?
yeah, it was on a Monday night.
So I got it right. When was it? It was on a Monday night.
When was it first aired? On a Monday night? Yeah, I guess so.
Half a point. Right.
Olie has very specifically put the 13th of March, 1993.
He gets 1 point
For the year.
for the year.
Yeah, I knew it was 93.
It was, in fact, 11th
Okay.
of January,
Ah.
1993.
4 days after my 12th birthday.
Well done.
Wow.
I was 4. No, I was 3 at that point.
Okay, in that round, Olie has scored a magnificent 2 out of 5.
I've given Toby a sympathy half.
I love it.
It's like a semi.
Are we ready?
A quasi-chub.
Are we ready for the
Right
sloppy
now,
second
it would
round?
be the equivalent
Yes.
of trying to thumb a marshmallow through a letterbox.
Amazing.
Whatever you guys think of that, I have no idea. Right, stage 2
Yes.
of this wrestle quiz, the Christmas quiz. So let's have a Christmas, Christmas question. What did Hornswoggle wish for Christmas?
Olie has
Hagen.
put a voice.
Toby's put height.
Okay, I'm actually going to give you that point because it was to speak.
Okay.
So yeah,
Same
voice.
thing. Yeah, you get
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay, so who was? This is question number 7. Who was Oz the Wizard?
Toby's
A
put
terrible, fucking
Australian.
terrible.
But thanks to me reading up on a lot of
fucking
WCW last week whilst bored at work. I mean after work, because I was working very hard at work. I put
Diesel / Kevin Nash.
Yes.
how
You didn't talk about that on your fucking lift story, did you?
No,
No.
because he and he always will be Super Shredder from the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the
Or
Use.
to everybody else, Diesel. Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Question number 8. What was Sheamus's occupation before wrestling? I kind of want to hear Toby's before yours.
Guinness tester.
Olie has put bouncer / bodyguard.
Oh, I'm going to have to give it to you.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'll give you an extra point if you can be more
Was
specific
it
of what I've got on my phone
was he
card.
like security for like famous people at like concerts and stuff?
Yes,
like,
more specifically.
Oh, was it somebody's bodyguard?
Yes.
Bono?
Yes.
Yes.
Give him an extra point.
Who was it?
Bono's
Bono's
No.
bodyguard.
Who was it? Who was the bodyguard?
Sheamus.
Sheamus. The
Wow.
former
Fella.
WWE heavyweight champion.
I know more than I don't know how I know half of these answers, you know. I
What?
just know them like they're implanted in me.
Why is Sheamus unpinnable? He moves in mysterious ways.
That was Sheamus. Yes.
I don't get that.
Never do I.
It's a YouTube song. It's a U2 song.
Oh, I don't really not like you two.
I don't even like him either, but it was one
You
from
do.
the 80s.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know this song. Oh yeah. You don't know that. You don't like it. Oh no, I don't like it either. Question number 9. What is Jeff Hardy's record at WrestleMania?
Who's going first?
I don't care.
Olie has put 0 for 7.
I guess. Toby's
Okay.
put trick question, he was never there.
Wrong for starters. It was
Who?
actually he's won 0, lost 5.
Oh, so Olie gets 1 point,
No, because he didn't get it right.
but he got 0 for his wins.
Yeah, but it's I want
Oh, you want
the record.
specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So the bonus question was, who has a worse record?
Toby's put me, which it's not wrong.
But you have a better record because you haven't lost.
That's actually yeah, fair point.
I haven't won either.
There's got to be a lot of
I
people with a worse
have
record.
received
No.
3 F5s.
No?
No.
So. Olie has put the fans.
Yeah, the
Oh,
fans.
come on.
Let me just think seriously of a question. Is it somebody like? It's somebody that you wouldn't expect to have a bad record, isn't it? It's someone who you would think would have a really good record. Is
Maybe.
it Triple H?
No.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Who is it?
It's Gold Dust.
Is it?
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
With a record of lost 1. No, sorry. 0. Lost 6.
Wow.
Yeah. And last but not least, question number 10. Who wrestled, or question number 5 in stage 2, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Who wrestled the last ever match of WCW Monday Nitro?
Sting versus Goldberg draw. I don't think that's right on either of them.
I have Scott Steiner versus Booker T. And Scott Steiner with the win.
Okay, well, Scott Steiner and Booker T did wrestle that night.
Did they
It
seriously?
was for the
my
WCW
shit.
Heavyweight Champion, but Booker T won that match.
Oh, so I get 1 point.
You get no points because that wasn't the last ever match. It was.
Oh, what?
Go on. Go, have another guess.
Was it serious? But they were on it.
They were on it. They were on that night.
Oh.
They wrestled for the Heavyweight Championship.
But was it actually Booker T and Scott Steiner?
No, that's not the. That's
No,
not the answer.
but that was the match that was on there anyway.
They were. It
They
wasn't
were
the
in a
last
match. They were in a match together.
They were.
Holy shit! How did I guess that?
Seriously, the look on Kai's face right now of, aha, right, I've beaten you both.
I have.
Was Ric Flair involved?
Yes.
Was it?
Ric Flair and Sting?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That was
So
the
I got
last
one
match.
right.
Because Ric Flair is
actually, yeah,
iconic
sorry, yeah.
for WCW NWA, and who was
Yeah.
the franchise of WCW? It was Sting.
Yeah.
Who won it?
Sting?
Sting.
Did I put Sting? Oh, no, I put draw.
Is it 1 point for Sting like that?
Or is it half a point? So I've ended.
I'll give you half a point just because you got half a point in the other one. You're so consistent. So at the end of that Wrestle Quizmacy quiz that I made up and not Exposure Entertainment, check them out on exposureentertainment.co.uk. Toby got a resounding 1 out of 10.
Which is one more than I thought I was going to get, to be honest.
And Olie got a massive...
Wow. 6.
7, no?
7, 4, 5, 6. That's
That's a 2 and a 4. Oh, sorry, yes, it is.
This is maths. 4 times 2 is 8. But 4 plus 2 is...
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think I should get 2 points for
Well,
that.
that's the Quizmas.
I love wrestling quizzes.
Quizmas. Yeah, like I said, go and check out the other wrestling quizzes that we've done. Go on to our website. It is figure4radio.weebly.com. Go to the Figure 4 Radio podcast section, and you'll find them specifically under the Mastermind analysis, or indeed iTunes and Stitcher.
They're good fun.
They are good fun. I do
at
like
home.
doing them. I wanted to host it because I've always got my ass kicked, and I thought it was quite nice. Anyway, it is time.
Getting your ass kicked.
Yeah. It is
Wow.
time for another Christmas
Christmas.
song.
Yay. I just want to point out before
Oh,
we...
screw you, I haven't
Sorry.
finished. Coming from MC Cryptid.
This is my brand new first ever Christmas themed song. It's actually in demo form right now, so when you hear it, you will notice very quickly in the chorus that I can't sing for shit. But I hope you like it nonetheless. It is a love song, if you will, to my brethren and I at Figure 4 Radio. And as I do best, I tell a nice little Christmas themed story. So, without further ado, I hope you enjoy the track. This is MC Cryptid with Christmas Home Invasion. Welcome to the Figure 4 Radio House, where not a creature stirs, not even a mouse. Upstairs in the bed sleep 3 little boys. All they can dream about is toys, toys, toys. The gifts are piled up all around the tree. It's December 24th, Christmas Eve, and it's time for a visit from that jolly fat guy to bring festive cheer to Olie, Toby, and Kai. But things never go quite according to plan. Santa's trouble started from the second he landed on the roof. It made a terrible noise, loud enough to wake up them 3 little boys. Kai grabbed the bat and Olie grabbed the hockey stick. Toby woke up last and simply grabbed his dick. It's to remember the movie Home Alone or some shit. Well, this is our house, we have to defend it. It's a Christmas home invasion. Who the hell is breaking down our door? should've picked another vacation. You can't fuck with figure 4, even though this song ain't strictly true. Merry Christmas from us to you. Kai ran outside and saw Saint Nick stay and a bunch of flying reindeer in his way. Get the fuck off my lawn was his battle cry. They called me the killer, you're about to die. He kinda looked like that one wrestler Sting, killing magical wildlife with each swing. An overreaction quite possibly, but we've a no-hoofed creature policy. Meanwhile upstairs another brawl ensued as Olie battled Santa's elves while semi-nude. All them tiny little fuckers had him surrounded, but what he said next had them astounded. Even though you outnumber me, I think you'll find I'll be victorious here, cause I'm the mastermind. A single slap shot took him down without a hitch, and he laughed, hell yeah, trigonometry bitch. It's a Christmas home invasion. Who the hell is breaking down our door? Should've picked another vacation. You can't fuck with figure 4, even though this song ain't strictly true. Merry Christmas from us to you. In the living room, sheer pandemonium. Christmas tree lights glowing like plutonium. Two fat assholes squaring off for their cause. It's MC Cryptid versus Santa Claus. Usually you'd be hearing bells that jingle, but the only sound here comes from Kris Kringle as he yells,
"Come at me then, naughty boy! You ain't shit, you ain't getting no toys!"
Toby reached behind him on the shelf for his bottle of arrogance, but Rick Martel, in an attempt to blind Santa while thinking fast, he then took a lunge forward and gave it a blast. Father Christmas fell down to the floor. The North Pole King couldn't take any more. Toby said to his brothers as they both came near, "Yo, this was dope, what we doing for New Year?" It's a Christmas home invasion. Who the hell is breaking down our door? Should've picked another vacation. You can't fuck with figure 4, even though this song ain't strictly true. Merry Christmas from us to you. It's a Christmas home invasion. Who the hell is breaking down our door? Should've picked another vacation. You can't fuck with figure 4, even though this song ain't strictly true. Merry Christmas.
Christmas! That was MC Cryptid.
With Christmas Home Invasion.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
Nah.
It's the first Christmas song I've heard that involves people beating up Santa and reindeers and elves. Which is interesting.
Not nearly as interesting as what has popped up on my Snapchat during that song.
Is it titties?
Is it Nadia?
No, what it was in fact was apparently our Ustream feed froze while broadcasting, and we were flailing our arms around, which led to some interesting images, which I'm actually trying to find. Where's my screenshots? There we go. So this is how we froze.
This is really interesting for the Ustream.
I know.
Right, it's like we've got no hands.
It's like we've got no hands. And then Brittany decided she was going to draw on it.
Yes! I love Brittany.
We're going to actually put this online. I love how, look, you can see our hands are actually placed on our cards.
Pretty sure mine's the biggest.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not the size, it's how you use it.
We're going to put these on Facebook. Thank you for that, Brittany Pie. We appreciate that.
What sort of pie?
A cream pie.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Right then, so we better talk about Christmas. This is your aspect, because you love films. There's a film coming out, and you're not so much of a Santa man, you're more of a Krampus man.
I am a Krampus man. For anyone who knows me, if you come around my house, one of the first things you see on my awesome spinner rack of books, but it's behind the door, is a book for a film called Trick or Treat, which Olie was actually so curious about. He actually asked if he could watch it one time at my house with the Phantom, and we all enjoyed it. The dog is like so out of festive cheer, I know.
He's just literally had a fucking tantrum and just went like, knocked shit off the sofa.
Obviously not a fan of Krampus.
So yeah, the
Like, fuck's sake, he's on about that film again.
Exactly, but the writer and director of Trick or Treat, I've forgotten his name again. I believe it's Michael Dougherty.
Yep.
He's back with a new film called The Krampus. Which
is that okay? Now I didn't know that was him. I didn't know it was the same guy. No.
There you go. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. The trailer looks pretty badass. For those of you not familiar with the legend of Krampus, it's basically kind of the anti-Santa.
Isn't it a European, like Austrian story?
It's kind of like it's a Germanic sort of what's the word, legend about if you're naughty, then he'll come and drag you off kicking and screaming to his lair and give you coal instead of toys.
That man should be arrested.
I won't lie, I saw the trailer and I thought it looked awful. So I haven't gone to see it.
No, he needs to reassess, I think, when now he knows who made it.
I've seen a review,
Okay.
and somebody said it's a bit like Gremlins, where they get sort of the comedy side, but they also get the dark side when you need it. When you start to feel comfortable.
Wouldn't you agree?
Bang.
Wouldn't you agree with that in Trick or Treat as well? It had its funny moments, but it was actually could be quite horrific in
I
some
think
parts.
for me, the reason why I didn't feel compelled to watch is it looked like all the kind of horror films I don't like these days, where it's just like dark halls and doorways with like, and then all of a sudden something jumps out
Or a door slams.
That's it. I'm just not a fan of those films where there's no real story or anything. Literally, all the suspense is you're in a cinema and there's darkness, and all of a sudden there's a loud noise and something jumping on the screen. I don't enjoy that sort of movie because you're literally just going in there to make yourself jump. I don't mind jumpy movies, but I'd rather have a horror film with a decent storyline or something like that. In fact, actually, fun story. While we're on the subject, we were watching. A good friend of mine, Justin, came out on Saturday, and we were watching a film called, I think it was called Hell Baby, on Netflix. It was a bit of a horror spoof, but it's quite funny because I have two rules about horror films. And that is, if we go and see a horror film and one of two scenarios happens, one or the other or both, I get up and walk out. So if the film starts with a couple moving into a new house, I'm gone, because every fucking horror film starts
activity
with a couple moving into a new house. Alternatively, sometimes in the same movie, but sometimes differently, if there's a mysterious box or something like that, something mysterious box that they find in their house that has weird shit in it that freaks them out, I walk out again.
So you walked out of Jumanji?
No, that's not a horror film.
Fucking terrifying.
Well, that was when I was a kid. But basically, I can't remember what film it was, but it's just getting to the point where every horror film we see, it's either someone moving into a new house or someone finding a box or being given a box or coming across a box in their daily life. And that box contains a demon or something, and it's just I've just had enough of it.
It's a very familiar trope that you're just bored of.
It's boring. It's just boring.
It's a moneymaker, though.
Yeah, but it's not, because it's
It
shit.
is because people go and see it and DVDs are made. So that worked.
I'm stopping that money making.
It's like the WWE. It's kind of like I saw the ratings from the 90s. It was like 9 million, 6 million to 9 million, and now it's like hitting just under 3 million in certain times.
There's so many channels nowadays, though.
I'll give you that.
There has been good horror films recently that I've seen. It Follows, I really enjoyed. No one moved into a new house. No one found a creepy box.
Sex was had.
So
actually, someone did move into something, and it could have been a creepy box.
By house, I mean vagina, and by moving, I mean fucking.
And by box, he means cunt.
By box, I mean box. And also, there was a film called The Guest, which I think I've told you.
It's in my Netflix to watch list.
I think because you don't like me telling you don't like people telling you what to watch. So instead of me saying, watch this, it's awesome, I've asked you your opinion of it.
Yep.
So instead of me telling you what it is, you're going to tell me what you think. It was kind of had a horror movie film halfway through. It started off drama, ended up quite 80s horror film, I found.
To me, it looks like The Hitcher, which is a Rutger Hauer movie from the early 80s.
I think it's played on that, I think. But yeah, there are good horror films out there. But yeah, all this Paranormal Activity shit, it's old. It just bores me.
So that's the reason why they've stopped getting Hulk Hogan out.
Exactly.
Going back to Krampus.
Yes.
WWE wrestlers or TNA wrestlers, who would you have to play Krampus at any time period?
Ooh.
But I still don't know who or what Krampus is meant to be.
Sort of the Christmas demon.
Well, vamp for a second.
Can I say Mantor
Oh, that would be amazing. I just want to see a Mantor movie. I want to see the Krampus playing Mantor.
Maybe someone like Bastian Booger.
The Boogeyman.
Do you remember Bastian Booger from that horrible Survivor Series match? There's a podcast coming out next year where we look at the very worst matches in certain eras. Kai skipped out on
planned.
this.
Yeah, we planned. Well, you guys planned. You're going to do this. Did I want to be involved? What are you doing? Shit matches. I'm all right for that. I don't really plan to sit through shit matches and talk about it. So yeah, I'm quite gladly not involved in that.
I put Mantor in the Krampus.
I put Rick the Model Martel as Krampus. Purely because he could get by on his boyish good looks.
Purely because Rick Martel.
Right, I'll give you the headlines from Wikipedia. In Austro-Bavarian alpine folklore, Krampus is a horned anthropomorphic figure who, during the Christmas season, punishes children who have misbehaved, in contrast with St. Nicholas, who rewards the well-behaved with gifts. Regions in Austria feature similar figures, and more widely, Krampus is one of the number of companions of St. Nicholas in regions of Europe. The origin of the figure is unclear. Some folklorists and anthropologists have postulated a pre-Christian origin for the figure, see Germanic paganism. In traditional parades and in such events as the Krampuslauf, in English Krampus Run, young men dressed as Krampus participate. Each events occur annually in most alpine towns. Krampus is featured on holiday greeting cards called Krampuskarten. I just had an idea. Next year we go to Germany and we live pod during a Krampus run. This sounds amazing.
Would we be running?
I don't know, but look at the fucking...
Mate, look at us. Do we look like we'd be running?
That's what they dress up as and run.
Wow.
That's pretty damn
Haven't you
epic.
got that in a box?
Huh? It looks like Hornswoggle.
It does.
Holy shit. No, El Torito. El Torito can be Krampus.
Same person.
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, that is an excellent pull.
How?
I like that. In fact,
How?
actually, the taller one with the long hair, not Ginger.
Luke Harper.
That one.
Oh, you're on about the Wyatt family. I just thought you were general people. Like, what?
Well,
There's a man down the
there's
road.
Steve, 3 doors down. He's a bit tall with shitty hair. Keeps slamming people every time you knock on his door.
You had some questions that you want to ask us about Christmas.
Yeah. Just like, what is it about? What does Christmas mean? Well, not let's say what does Christmas mean to you, but what is your favourite thing about Christmas?
I think the food, the
Time
drink,
off- time off work.
To me, Christmas is seeing how close you can get to a heart attack without actually having a heart attack.
Which for you is probably a lot closer than most. I think spending time with family is important. I don't know now because I've moved out this year.
Woo!
So in a way, I'm kind of looking forward to Christmas in a new way because I get to go back to my parents' house.
Once you've had enough, you can bugger off.
That's it. It always seems warmer. There always seems to be more food than you remember in the house. I don't know. It's just it would just be nice to go back home. I know, obviously, home is now my flat.
Parents
but-
look happier.
Eh?
Parents look happier.
After the meal's been had, yeah. Although actually, my mum's working this Christmas Day, so
That sucks.
she's hopefully going to be around by kind of 7:30, 8ish. But she might get to leave early. She might not.
Fly on Christmas Day?
Yeah. She works.
Cinemas
She
are
works in
open
the she works in like the, I want to say the private bit, but she has Coldplay through quite a lot. Whenever Coldplay fly anywhere.
Did she have Tom Cruise? Because I remember being
Yeah,
around
she
your
had
house and she told me all about it. Okay.
Tom Cruise and the girl that was in what was the film? Edge of Tomorrow. Emily Blunt. Yeah, so they came through. So she gets a lot of famous people
frisked Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Well, probably Emily Blunt.
I'm not sure. I don't think she frisked him. I think she was sitting behind the X-ray machine. But yeah, she does all that cool shit. She knows Chris Martin. Like that, she sees him enough now so that he recognizes her, and like she would say to him, "Oh, none of that like you did last time." And we're like, no, I've learned from last time. I put all my fluids in a bag.
How was your marriage? Oh,
Yeah.
I will try to fix you.
Yeah, I hate Coldplay.
So do I.
What we're talking about? I want, pet family, Christmas is good.
what
What
is
does
it you love
Christmas mean
about?
to you?
I mean, I want to say presents, but my family have been notoriously bad at getting me presents.
Watch the Ultimate
Kaylee is exceptionally good at getting me presents.
So are you?
Yeah. I love giving presents, and like sometimes I almost prefer it when I haven't been given a list. I like to go out and pick things out that I know people will like. Like my Secret Santa this year. Last year I got I am literally the legend of last year's Secret Santa because I got a guy a mankini. The rule was get an item of clothing, and me and Kaylee were walking around B&M, and I saw a mankini. I was like, "Shit, it's cheap. It's in the budget. I'm getting that because it meets the rules."
I might as well get another one for the Secret Santa too.
Yeah. This year I've got a guy that smokes, and the rule is to get
No smoking.
It's Christmas colours. So every year, for some reason, whoever does Secret Santa in my office sets another rule. One year it was you had to get a gift that was the person's initials. So my friend Alistair, whose initials are AB, whoever got him anal beads, which was hilarious opening that up in an office of old ladies. What are they, dear? The year after that was the item of clothing. This year it's Christmas colours, so red, gold, and green. Anything that's red or gold or green. So I've got him £10 worth of Golden Virginia. And I'm fully expecting him to burst into tears of joy when he opens it. And I'm going to have to try and keep a straight face so nobody knows it was me. But yeah, I love giving presents. I love
giving, but not
and receiving. Like as long as.
So for Kai, his favourite thing about Christmas is the food. For you, it's about the giving.
It's making people happiness.
That's,
joy.
That's a good segue into my thing as well. My it's you wake up in the morning, you go have your breakfast, you say hello to your folks, your family, whatever the fuck. You start opening presents, all that kind of stuff. But my favourite part of Christmas, and it's going to sound really, really weird and quite specific, is when you step outside your apartment or your home, and there's like this weird quiet that you can't really find any other time of the year. And like you might see people walking past you, but for that moment that you're outside, all you can feel is just like everyone is happy and content, and there's no bullshit going on. Yes, there's a hideous atrocities happening around the world at any given moment, but just in that moment, right outside your front door, it's calm, it's quiet.
That's a really good
it's
one.
Happy,
actually.
And I just like that feeling of, especially. I mean, it doesn't happen so much here because infamously we don't really get white Christmases, but in Holland, you could almost hear the snow falling. Like it was that quiet, and you just you greet people, everyone's smiling, and it's just I love that feeling, that contentment. One of the good, like I want to say good things about my mum working at Christmas. It's not a good thing that she's never there Christmas Day, but historically, whenever she's worked in airports quite a lot, and what'll often happen is me and my dad and my brother will just go out and have a bit of like a lads walk round somewhere. So we often drive. So like the last time we had snow on Christmas Day, we drove to Dunstable Downs with a sledge. Like I say, it was calm. That
it was
must
quiet.
have looked spectacular.
It was awesome. There was very few people around, but then everyone that was around was very like everyone said Merry Christmas and hello and stuff. Last year I think we went somewhere else around near Dunstable. There was like a monument in a field somewhere that was like a National Trust site. We went and parked up and had a bit of a walk.
Was that Ashridge Forest? Was it a big college?
It actually was Ashridge. Yeah,
I know it well.
We went there. We went to Ashridge. I think that's where it was anyway. Tried to find a pub to stop in on the way, and every single pub in these little villages was rammed. So I think we went to our local pub in Sherrington, had a half pint each, and all walked back. So actually, it forces us to get out and do something other than sit around and eat and open presents. So that feeling of being outside of the house on Christmas Day, it feels different to every other day. So I like that. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, well, with that in mind, let's talk about our favourite Christmas present we've ever had. Because I have a very specific story.
Mine?
Yeah.
I can't remember it, but I remember seeing the home video of it.
One of mine is this exact story. I don't.
You were there?
No, I don't remember it. But the way I reacted on video, like looking back years after, I was like, wow, I was obviously really excited for this.
But I can understand why, because I was, I think it was about 3, maybe 4, dressed up for some reason in my Thunderbird outfit. I was Thunderbird 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's Virgo. I can't quite remember.
No, Virgil was Thunderbird 2.
Yeah.
My favourite Thunderbird because he
mine.
facilitated other ones.
Yes.
He was a team player. He wasn't just a run in there and do it all himself guy. He was a team player. He carried the useful shit.
Thunderbird 4.
You just made Thunderbird so much deeper than I ever thought.
I fucking love Thunderbirds, man.
I have them all on DVD and I never watched them.
I need to get that.
I've seen it as a kid. I don't remember shit. But
I
I've
had
got
all
more.
of Stingray on DVD at uni.
Stingray's amazing.
Stingray.
Captain Scarlet as well.
Not as good as Thunderbirds though. Thunderbirds
90?
is the original. That was kind of pre-Thunderbirds.
Terrorhawks,
No.
Jerry Anderson stuff, man.
But you
Puppets.
know,
Awesome.
Thunderbirds.
Man, puppets.
Thunderbirds.
Yes.
Thunderbirds. Yeah.
Totally go, man.
Anyway, I was there and massive box.
You were there when on Tracy Island. You saw it happen.
No, he's talking about Nam.
genuinely.
I was there, man.
If you were young enough, Tracy Island was a massive toy for one
Do you
Christmas.
mean old enough?
Old enough, young enough. I don't know. But Tracy Island was a massive toy coming up for
Yep,
Christmas, and
yep.
no one could ever get one, so people were trying to make it.
Yep, from Blue Peter had the
Yeah.
thing. My parents tried and got bored after about 3 or 4
So
stages.
did my parents, but I was one of the lucky little fuckers that got a genuine Tracy Island, and I broke
Wow.
it. Like
What? You
10
bastard.
years later.
You little
Oh,
bastard.
you've got 10 good years out of it.
Oh yeah, oh good god, yeah. But yeah, I broke the little fucking thing.
That's awesome. I've never met anyone who actually owned that toy.
Same,
that was like
same.
an unfindable rich kid toy.
I didn't. Obviously, at that age, I didn't realise that how scarce they were until like I broke it, and parents were like, "Did you not know what we had to go through to get this shit for you?" Anyway, that was not my favourite present of all time.
It should have been.
Yeah, it was. Believe it or not, this massive box. Open it up, and just like a. And then went running around the house. I got my very first scale electric.
Wow.
That's kind
Yeah.
of creepy because I'll get to mine in a second. But yeah.
And that is it. That's,
Wow.
So yours.
Well, I've got a home video where I've opened a little handheld computer game from Hook, and I've just gone absolutely apeshit as a kid. Like, oh my god, it's Hook!
Was it the Tiger Electronics?
Something like that.
Like an LCD screen.
Oh,
you
I
had like
remember
up
that.
and
Yeah,
down
yeah.
and jump and that.
Yeah, that was it. I had one of those. I went absolutely apeshit for that. Of course, last week's podcast, I talked about getting Star Wars at Christmas. But my absolute favourite gift, actually, my uncle used to work in a bank, which meant that he was very rich. So we always used to get the best presents from my uncle because he could afford just to go out there and just buy the coolest thing. And one year we got, it wasn't the Scale Electric. I can't remember what it was called, but it was the mini Scale Electric. But the track was about 10 times longer and it went up like vertical and did multiple loop-the-loops. It was the coolest fucking thing ever. God knows how he afforded. Well, he worked at the bank, but
screwed the rest of us.
He basically showed my parents up. It was like not in a bad way, but yeah, I fucking love that little Scale Electric because it was so cool. AFX Vertigo is what it was called.
Nice.
That was fucking awesome. I do get really cool shit from Kaylee. However, none of it springs to mind right now.
I know Alice always gets me the best. Sorry, Alice, the doctor or the boss. I can't remember. I think she's the boss on her website. I just haven't changed that yet. She always seems to get me like stuff that is weird, very.
I
cheap,
love
but
weird
it's like,
shit.
yeah, that's amazing. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Like chili wine gums. She got me one year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
awesome. Oh, one of those giant gummy bears. Which
Yeah, I've seen those.
do you know how many calories is in one of those things?
Oh, 1 million?
No, 6,000.
Jesus.
Just in one of those gummy bears.
There's your heart attack right there.
Exactly. I had to bite it like for a bite a day for about a month. But yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Let's hear your
I have
teenage
just realised how
story.
my teenage story. But yeah, we it was Christmas Day, I believe 92. No, not 92. I think it was 1990, and there was I'd asked my dad for the Ninja Turtles party wagon, the van. And I was like, that's all I want. He's like, you can have anything in Toys R Us. What do you want? I was like, I just want this van. And he's like, you sure? I was like, that's absolutely all I want. So he's like, okay. He wrote it down and shit. And we went. So it got to Christmas Day. I knew this thing so well. I knew the dimensions of the box. So when I saw my dad's Christmas present under the tree, I knew it wasn't the van. And it was in wrapping paper. I was like, what the holy shit is it? Like, how did he fuck this up? Like, I gave him very specific instructions on what I wanted. I only wanted one goddamn thing. He had one job to do and he fucked it up. Like, how could he do this? So I rejected the present. I didn't want to look at it at all. I opened everything else. I got a lot of cool shit that year. I got my Sega Master System 2 from my mom. My brother and I.
Master System 2?
Yeah, the Sega Master System 2.
What was that?
That was the Sega version of the NES, which was actually a superior console.
I had a Master
had-
System. I don't remember a Master System 2.
The Master System 2 had the one that had like a flip open cartridge slot, and it had Alex Kidd in Miracle World built
yeah,
in.
That's what I had. Oh, that's what I had in that case.
Okay, you had the Master System 2. The Master System
love that
1,
Alex
it looked
Kidd.
more like a kind of a black and purple pyramid, and it had a card reader on the front, because
I
some
definitely
games
didn't have
came
that.
on credit
No,
cards.
I had the Master System 2 in that case.
My one was just one that's connected. It was a dual thing. It was with Windows
I think.
Yeah,
No,
we've talked about this. You had the mega
I
the
did.
mega PC from Amstrad.
Wow.
Yeah, I only ever
Alex
read
the Kid
about
was
that.
awesome though. I love that game.
I do. I love that
was
game
one
too.
of the best ones.
So yeah, we I think I went upstairs to like either build like Legos that I got that year or play on the Master System with my brother. And my dad called the house. He's like, "Has Toby opened his present yet?" And then my mum was like, "No, he doesn't want it." And he's like, "What the fuck? You get him down there and you've opened that present." So I begrudgingly I opened it up and I tore the packaging open. And I saw like on the first rip, I could see like the Ninja Turtle logo. I was like, "Huh, there's Ninja Turtle something in here. I don't know what it could possibly be." So I opened it a little bit more, and I was just like, "Oh my fuck!" And I ripped the whole thing off, and there it was, the entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sewer playset. Which, yes, it's a glorified doll's house, but it was
your brother and your computer games. I got this.
exactly. It was literally like it was the ultimate rich kid toy that year, and like I fucking had it, and I was just like, I couldn't even speak. I think I went into like shock. I must have blacked out for a few seconds because I was just like I was like, did someone drop this off at the wrong house? Like, what is going on? Like, is Jeremy Beadle with like his secret camera show going to come in through the front door? Like, what is going on there? And I loved it, and I still to this day have it. I fucked up all the stickers on it, so if you look at it, like, there's stickers all over the shop that shouldn't be there because I can follow instructions. But goddamn, I owned the Ninja Turtle sewer playset and still do. So that was my all-time favorite Christmas present. I have one more favorite Christmas something.
More.
Okay.
Are you ready for it? Is
Yeah.
there anything you want to add?
Hit me.
Okay, what is your all-time favorite Christmas song?
I think you and me share this one.
Is it YC Olie?
No.
I'm about to say, do we?
One of my favorite Christmas song. I've got a few. I've got a few unheard of ones, but
we talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
Well, let's try to keep it mainstream.
the darkness. Don't let the bells end. I remember going to work the day that the charts were announced over Christmas, and I found out that Gary Jules had beaten the Darkness.
that was bollocks.
At the time, I hadn't heard the song, I hadn't seen Donnie Darko. I was fucking fuming. I was like, no, this is the first actual Christmas song in so many years. And it was beaten. A guy ended up going and seeing Donnie Darko.
That one.
Huh?
The Tears for Fears cover. or
Yeah.
whatever it was,
And in the end, a few years later, I saw Donnie Darko, heard the Mad World song, and actually quite liked it.
Yeah, it's all right. But it's no.
I actually preferred it in the first ever Gears of War trailer. It was used to great effect in that trailer.
I do have it's called a Santa Claus, It's a Punk Rock Christmas, which is kind of punk and emo bands doing Christmas songs, either originals or covers. And there's a lot of very, very, very good songs on there. But none of them that you guys have heard.
What one Christmas song I'm flaming proud of now, Christmas being the number one hit is
You're going to say YC Olie, Snow Came Down. You don't have to. It's cool.
no, I think I do honestly
Not that you
think I
had to
left
actually
that at ycoli.bandcamp.com, but I can't find it because I haven't been back to ycoli.bandcamp.com. I'm sure if I go back to that place.
How many times do you want to say ycoli.bandcamp.com?
Do you want a shameless plug or not?
Nah, I'm alright.
Okay, cool. No, I'm genuinely quite proud of this because the whole nation got behind it, and I was lucky enough to be a drive time presenter at the time when Killing in the Name of won to number one, so we pushed that fucker like a
that was Christmas
a
number
very
one.
good year.
But was that's not a Christmas song?
No, in terms of making Christmas number one, it fucking was.
And I love how, because
it was an amazing time.
That year,
that
the
show.
British public just got it.
Yeah.
They were like,
yeah.
right. It wasn't like, let's come up with our own shit. It was like, right, let's follow this idea. Let's get the song to number one. Now, and every year after that, there's been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hundreds of people going, let's get this to number one. No, let's get that to number one. They've ruined it.
Oh, yeah.
Simon Cowell's gone back to monopolizing Christmas chart music.
It was an absolute perfect storm of like people power and public awareness of just how inane and banal these current Christmas number ones were from these X Factor people, and the people were like, enough is enough.
It's such an amazing time.
Literally, fuck you. I wouldn't do what you tell me.
I got
Amen.
to head our promotion for it on our station as well, me and my best man Ian Buckland, and it was just an amazing time just to do it.
Yeah,
So much
I can
fun.
imagine like working in the radio industry, being
Yeah,
able
yeah,
to
it
announce
was
that would have been
brilliant.
like awesome.
Of course,
I would have
Radio
loved that.
Live 5 Live got them on to sing it and just told them not
Yeah, yeah.
to say, fuck
And-
you won't do what you tell me. It's like,
And they were
come
like,
on.
that's not the point. And they did. I remember watching the video of them because they did it on Live Lounge.
Yeah.
Or they did it live at Maida Vale. And they literally, he just walked up to the camera and was like, fuck you.
I won't do
I
what
won't
you
do
tell
it.
me.
Yeah, like, yeah. But it was brilliant. But yeah, ever since, everyone's just, people got selfish and like, let's get this, let's get that, let's get this. And they've just completely lost their lead. Just pick a song. It's not, doesn't matter what the fucking song is. It's just the fact that everyone gets behind it.
Let's get ycolie.bandcamp.com. YC Ollie's when the bell told whatever.
So yeah, Snow came down. Let's do it.
That's the one.
Even though
Get
it's
that
not
to number one.
officially for sale on iTunes or anything.
We'll put it on for sale on iTunes and
I don't know
whatever
how.
it is.
Can't
Oh,
remember.
okay, fair enough.
Go
What's
on,
yours,
download
though?
it.
Well, obviously the answer everyone is expecting me to say would be Christmas in Hollis, which was the Run DMC.
I've got a
track.
cover version of that on that punk rock CD.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
check
I
it
thought
out.
you were going to say MC Cryptid's the one that you
No,
just heard.
no, I'm not that egotistical. Mine,
Yeah,
I
Ollie.
believe that this song is literally going to stand the test of time. Nowadays, we listen to Nat King Cole and Frank Sinatra, like all these classic Christmas songs, and we always groan that they're on, but they're timeless. And
If
I
you
think
say Cliff Richard, I'm going to punch you square in the face.
it's not Cliff Richard, but it is an artist that is quite contemporary, and I truly believe it is a genuinely good song all round, and will stand the test of time. I think in 50 years' time, people will listen to it still and love it just as much. And that song is "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey.
It is kind of the quintessential Christmas song, isn't it?
Yeah,
I so thought you were going to say all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
just let it go.
No, yeah.
So, yeah.
I also
Everyone was
quite
singing.
like Driving Home for Christmas.
by Chris Rea. Yeah,
That's a good
that
sentiment. to
is
it.
an anthem. That track. That's
So I remember when I was at uni, like coming home.
That was it. Yeah, I remember that.
Like coming home, like so I went to uni in York, about 3.5 hours on a coach, and it was just that feeling where I know that the semester had ended, and I was all packed up. My flat or my room was all locked up for Christmas. I wasn't going back for a couple of weeks, and it was just that feeling you get when you don't live near where you grew up, and then
Yeah.
you get to the M1 junction, and you come down the little road from the M1 junction. It's just like that feeling of coming home, especially at Christmas. It's that's a very
very similar.
yeah.
for
It
what I
catches
was
it. It
going back
catches
down
it.
to West Country. Yeah.
What were our hopes for next year, 2016? I mean, I know you and I have had kind of a bit of a chat on Sunday about how we're going to just go bigger and badder and louder and
Yeah.
stronger and all
I
the
think we're
words
starting to
that
get a
are coming
voice
off
in
us.
the commentary. We're starting to get a...
We're starting to find our stride, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to release that Kai Payne match.
Kai Payne and Oliver Peace. Seriously, if you're in America or anywhere else...
Our wrestling is
Two-
better than yours.
yeah, well, yeah. Two British wrestlers, one fairly new. We've seen him... Wow, one of his...
Didn't we commentate his debut?
yeah, we did. And one of... I remember when he first came into the training, because I was training to be a wrestler at the time, I did an Inzaguri kick.
Yeah.
And he said, I want to try that. So, of course, because I just did a move, he was the next one behind me. I had to receive
Yeah,
his
yeah.
Inzaguri kick, whack me straight over the head. I went down like a sack of shit. And ever since then...
a sack of
he's-
shits.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Plural.
Hey, I've got a dog. I've
number-
seen a sack of shit.
a number
he went
of
down
shits.
like Sid Vicious's undertrunks in WrestleMania 13.
Exactly. Caught me on the air. I remember it vividly. I was knocked
Literally
out.
stinking the ring up.
But yeah, I kind of take that moment because he uses it in the ring as well. And it's like, yeah, I was the first one to receive that. Thank you very much.
Giggity.
But yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but-
no, it's absolutely fantastic.
In-
Of course,
in-
Oliver Peace is a legend himself. Just what he can do in the ring.
In regards to Figure 4 TV, we've been on a bit of a hiatus, but I think that we're prepped and primed to make quite the comeback. We're going to start drip feeding some single cam videos very quickly, I think.
Yeah, well, it was
in time for
Festive
Christmas.
Fury, so I'm hoping to get them out before Christmas is here
But
upon
you're
us.
going to do a sort of a 5-day, 12
Maybe
day
a countdown. I'll figure it out whenever I've got them all ready to go, I think.
um,
But yeah, I mean, since this year I've learned some basic video editing. So there's kind of like two people at the helm.
which is brilliant.
for
Definitely
the
helps
editing.
me.
I think we're going to get some more guests on. I'm looking forward to going live.
Yes, that's a massive thing. This is for Ustream.
Tonight has been a very big test, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has. This is why we got the Ustream and using the MC Crypto Show, because we kind of want to see how this is going to work. We're also going to be broadcasting live on the internet as well. Not so much Ustream itself, but actually as an audio thing. Go onto our website, figure4radio.weebly.com. And it's going to be big. We've
We've got big things planned. We've got a few standard podcasts coming up.
Yep.
just to take a leaf out of the Americans' books for a little second and segue slightly into Thanksgiving, like it's been stated publicly, like this year has been notoriously, like it's been the worst year of my life, to put it bluntly. But the one thing that has always kept me motivated and happy and guided was when we get together, the three of us at Figure 4 Radio, sit down, hit record, and then for some reason, like all that shit, like no matter how bad life is getting, like I can just drift away and like just enjoy being with my homies and just shooting the breeze. And so thank you guys for that, because you got
air fist.
Yes. There we go. We're literally fisting each other right now. So just that's.
I mean, the plan is now that we're all kind of back, we're gonna morph the Mastermind analysis and the Toby's Toy Box and the Killer Sharpshooter. We're gonna put it all in a blender, and we're gonna cook that thing in an oven at 180 for 20 minutes. And what's gonna come out of the oven sometime around WrestleMania season is gonna be just the most awesome Figure 4 podcast you can imagine. And I think we're getting back there. I think next year we're going to have some guests on our podcast. We're going to go live with the podcast. We're going to hopefully get some more commentary under our belts for some other promotions. I think basically now, we've said it before about this time last year, but the sky is vastly becoming our limit. We started off really well last year. We hit a speed bump. These things happen. I think the way we're going to recover, we are going to come back bigger, better and badder and meaner and faster and stronger. All the positive words in that Kanye West song that he stole from Daft Punk.
Or they stole it from somebody else.
Did they?
Yeah, from the 1950s.
Everything that's quoted in those songs, we are going to become.
We hope.
Right,
but not on steroids.
Like a phoenix from the ashes.
Not like Ryback.
We're going to turn into Big Match John.
We certainly are. Anyway, thank you for listening and watching on Ustream.
We'll put it on YouTube eventually.
We will do.
We'll get it on YouTube. Keep an eye out, because there's going to be matches out. So we've got our podcast that we've mentioned all night long, that you're probably listening to right now, funny enough. Check out the matches on YouTube. We've still got a pretty fucking good back catalogue on YouTube.
We do.
Let's face it. There's some good stuff on there.
And we've even got some unreleased material which could still see the light of day.
Wow.
So watch this space.
That'd be a present and a half for Christmas.
It's going to be. I mean, we like Olie said, we got a massive back catalogue. But go and check that out on YouTube. We also got Toby's Toy Box on the iTunes, the Stitcher, along with the Mastermind's analysis and the Killer's Sharpshooter. I keep forgetting my one tonight. Killer's Sharpshooter as well on our website. Go and check out our website. You can find all the links on there as well, which is figure4radio.weebly.com. From the Cryptid.
Have a happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, and Quantum Leap. The dog literally farted during that deeply emotional.
Farted and then acted like she didn't have a clue what was going on. What the fuck was that? What's going on?
From the Mastermind.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you very much for everyone that stuck through us this year. We're going to reward you with even more cool shit next year. Stay tuned. Watch this space, because it's going to get fucking awesome.
And from myself, the Killers, the Killer Carl Brandt. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all the support and the love. And I'm about to go and make dinner.
Figure 4 Radio.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Figure 4 Radio.
This has been a Figure 4 Radio production. For more podcasts, including The Killer's Sharpshooter, Mastermind Analysis, and Toby's Toy Box, go to our website, www.figure4radio.weebly.com.